welcome to Math Lesson 41. We're talking about division today, but before we get there, let's practice our multiplication facts. Okay, ready? For this one, I want everyone to start out participating, then I'll start calling names. Try to say it before I get to it, okay? 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 10 is what, Amy? 20. 2 times 6 is what, Ariel? 12. 4 times 10 is what? Let's see, Andrea. 40. 3 times 7 is what, Ivana? 21. 7 times 2 is what, Hade? 14. 6 times 2, let's see, Josephine. 12. 5 times 7, George? 35. 5 times 9. Let's call on Billy. 45. 5 times 6, Jordan. 30. 8 times 4, Samantha. 32. 8 times 10. Oh, this is a big one, but it's actually an easy one. 8 times 10. Elena? 80. 80. 6 times 8. Lindsay? 48. 9 times 5. Cassandra? 45. 9 times 7. Grace? 63. 7 times 10. Let's see, Aaron. 70. Good. 8 times 6, Josh. 48. Everyone? 3 times 10. 30. 2 times 9. 18. 9 times 4. 36. 9 times 6. 54. 3 times 5. 15. 9 times 1. 9. 2 times 4. 8. 8 times 9. 72. 8 times 2. 16. 9 times 3. 27. 3 times 5. 15. 1 times 1. 1. Very good. Some of those you may have said, Miss Ashley, I don't know that one. Or Miss Ashley, you went too fast. That's okay. You'll get used to it. Every day you should practice your multiplication and division facts. Get some flashcards like these that you can practice with your mom and dad, your aunt and uncle, grandma and grandpa, big brother, big sister, and practice just a little bit every day so you learn your multiplication facts. Okay, let's get started with our lesson today. We have learned some steps for division. Now that we are talking more and more about division, our steps, the 4 steps that we have learned are divide, multiply, subtract, compare. So first we divide our number, then we multiply that number, then we subtract, then we compare to make sure our answer is smaller. Well, today we are going to add one more step. So now we will have 5 steps. Listen very carefully. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. One more time. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Now it's your turn. Make sure you say it with me. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Okay, one more time with me. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Nicely done. Let me show you how it works, okay? Here's our first example. And you see up here on the board, there are our symbols for division. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down, with a little down arrow to show it's going down. Okay, 46 divided by 2. Our first step is to divide. So we divide 4 by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now I do step 2 and I multiply. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So I put it right under the 4. I divided my 2 into the 4, so I make sure my 2 goes over the 4. I multiply 2 times 2, which gives me 4. I put it right under the 4, not under the 6, right under the 4. Then I do my next step and I subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Very good. Now I compare. Is 0 less than 2? Yes, it is. So I can now do my 5th step. Before, when we did these 4 steps, we were done. We didn't have anything else. But now, look, I have another number. I have a 6. So I have to do something with it. So my next step tells me to bring down. Bring down my 6 so that it's next to the 0. It's next to the answer from my subtraction. Now I start over with my steps. I divide 6 by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I make sure my 3 is above the 6. I put my 3 sobre the 6. Now I multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. So I put that answer right underneath of my 6. And now I subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. Now I compare. Is 0 less than 2? Yes, it is. So I'm good to go. There's nothing more to bring down, so I'm done. 46 divided by 2 is 23. Do you remember how to check this? To check my problem, all I do is multiply my answer, which is 23, by my divisor, which is 2. 23 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. If this answer matches what's inside my division house, I did it correctly. So we know this is the right answer. Okay, let's try another one. This is number 1 in your book. Number 1, letter A. So turn there with me to number 1, letter A on page 81. We're going to do letters A and B together. Then you do letter C all by yourself, okay? And then you'll send me a picture so I can see how you did, okay? All right, number 1, letter A. You need to write the quotients, so we need to divide, but we also need to write our steps for division as we go. So 64 divided by 2. 6, we start with the first number. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Very good. So I put my 3 above the 6. And I put my first step that I divided. My second step is that I multiply. I multiply 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Now I do my next step, which is to subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. I compare 0 to 2. Is 0 less than 2? Yes, it is, so I can move on and do my fifth and final step, which is to bring down. I'll bring down my 4, draw a straight line down, and put my 4 down below it, right next to my 0. 2 goes into 4 how many times? 2 times. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So I put my 2 right above my 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Now I subtract, and I get a 0. So what were my steps? Divide, multiply, subtract, and now we compare. 0 to 2. Is 0 less than 2? Yes, it is. So my answer so far is good to go. Now I'm going to check it. I'm going to multiply 32, which is my answer up here, times 2. If it gives me 64, then I know I did it correctly. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 64 and 64, my answers match. So I'm good to go. Okay, let's do letter B together. I'm going to erase a little bit here so I have more room. 39 divided by 3. Start with your first number. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Anything divided by itself is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So step 2, I multiply. Step 3, I subtract. 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So step number 4, I compare. Is 0 less than 3? Yes, it is. Now I can do my fifth step and bring down my 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 is less than 3? Yes, it is. So my last steps were divide, multiply, subtract, compare. Now I'm going to check it. 13 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Does 39 match? Yes, it does. So my answer is correct. That's all that you have to do, okay? So now try letter C, 88 divided by 4, all by yourself. And let me see a picture of how you did, okay? On the next page, number 2, that says, show this fact 6 ways, you can put an X over that. You don't need to do it. But number 3, you do need to do. It says, write the quotients. So what is 12 divided by 4? 24 divided by 4, so on and so forth. Number 4 says, place the commas correctly. Circle the 10,000s place. So look at letter A, 372518. Starting at the 8, count 1, 2, 3, comma. Then circle the digit, so circle the number that's in the 10,000s place. So count your places. The 8 is the ones place. The 1 is in the tens place. The 5 is in the hundreds place. The 2 is in the thousands place. The 7 is the 10,000s place. And the 3 is the 100,000s place. So which number do you circle? The 7, because it's in the 10,000s place. Number 5, solve the puzzles. Look very carefully at the numbers. For letter A, start with 7 times 4, then plus 3, then plus 8. And then letter B, you start at the caret, 11 times 3 minus 1 plus 0. And then for number 6, you are going to multiply each number by 4 and put the answer inside the basketball. Okay, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson.